Hello friends, greetings to all of you. I hope you all are doing good. Welcome to my channel MJS Knowledge Hub. Here we are doing a series of videos for revising the paper 6 of CF and old syllabus ISCA. So in that we have completed chapter 2 and now we are doing chapter 5, in which again we are dealing with the system development lifecycle concept, which has totally 8 stages. And now we are doing today the 7th stage and the 8th stage, that is system implementation, post implementation review and maintenance. If you are new to my channel, I request you to kindly subscribe to it so that you can get further revision videos for ISCA. And please share this channel and the video with your friends so that they can also prepare well. And for this PDF and other previous videos, there is a description. The link is given in the description box below, so you can once go back to my channel and see and revise chapter 2 and other parts of this chapter 5. So without much delay, let's get started. So what is the system implementation? System implementation means it is a process of ensuring that the system is operational and allowing the users to take over its operation and use. It's called system implementation. The system has been designed and developed according to the requirements and is tested for its operation and the capability, and now since it is ready it is given to the user or the team, it is given to the user who has requested it for its implementation and operation. Therefore, handing over of the system and ensuring the handing over the system or handing over the developed information system and then allowing the users to maintain it and to operate it is called a system implementation. Okay, so system implementation totally has 3 parts in it. First thing is because there are few things which we need to cover before for the system implementation to actually happen. So what does it cover? First thing is equipment installation, and then comes training of the personnel, okay, and third one is system changeover strategies. So system changeover strategies. So equipment installation again has 3 parts in it. First thing is site preparation, second is installation of hardware and software, and third one is equipment checkout. Training of the system personnel has no other bifurcation in it. Again, system changeover strategies has totally 5 variety of strategies. Four. Direct implementation. First thing is direct implementation. Then second is the phased changeover. Third one is pilot changeover. And the fourth one is parallel changeover. Okay, so system changeover strategies are totally 4 varieties: direct implementation, phased changeover, pilot changeover, and parallel changeover. And then comes, there are few aspects which must be the system development team must ensure that these things are being done before the system is being implemented. So what are those activities? First thing is procedure conversion. First thing is the activity which must be completely done, the technical activities before implementation of system is that. First thing is procedure conversion. Then comes file conversion, procedure conversion, file conversion, system conversion. And last, the fourth thing which must be done is that scheduling personnel and equipment. Scheduling personnel and equipment. So these technical aspects must be covered and taken care of by the system developers before the system is being implemented. So let us now see each of these including the previous one in a very brief manner. So, system implementation, the process of ensuring that the information system is operational and allowing the users to take over its operation for use and evaluation is called as system implementation. So, what are the activities involved in system implementation? Equipment installation, training of the personnel, and system changeover strategy. Equipment installation has again the 3 major tasks: site preparation, installation of new hardware and software, and equipment checkout. Means site preparation means the area, the place where the system is going to be built must be must be kept ready and it must be suitable, or the environment in which system must work must be suitable and appropriate as described in the documentation. Then comes installation of new hardware and software. If the new technology or system being developed requires new kind of a new set of hardware or software for integration among different modules, it must be made ready and must be brought beforehand so that system implementation can be done in a smooth manner. And then comes equipment checkout. Equipment checkout is nothing but it is based upon testing of the equipment. The vendor with whom we are purchasing this hardware and the software thing will do his diagnostics test before sending the system to us, before sending the component to us. But the trained in-house people, like the people in the developers within the organization, must run different kind of tests on the system to see its suitability to the requirements. So this is the equipment checkout part. Then the second thing comes training of the personnel. Since this now system from old to new is being taken, the major component of implementation will be training of the personnel, because the people who are using will be the end users who have to use the system, and they must be properly trained for both using of the hardware and the software, and the computer professionals must assist them all over. Then comes system changeover strategy. Now we have designed and bought the system is ready. Now it must be implemented. So when you're implementing it, there are different ways in which you can implement it. So the changeover strategies from old system to the new system, there are 4 different type of strategies. First thing is direct implementation or abrupt changeover. Second is phase changeover. Third is pilot changeover, and fourth is parallel changeover. Direct implementation or abrupt changeover is nothing but at one go, without any break, you are going to replace the new system from the you are replacing the old system with the new system. There is no gap or any kind of breaks in between. At once you are going to completely revamp the system and implement the new system. And then second type of implementation is a phased changeover. Here what happens, the system is being introduced in a phased manner, like each module or each unit is being introduced so that the person for that particular part can use in the new system, and then if it is successful, other modules will be implemented. Then comes the pilot changeover. Here what happens, it is similar to the phased one, but what happens here the new system replaces the old system in a single operation but on small scale. Means what happens, first you are going to introduce it in at one area, then on successful implementation, successful working, you are going to replicate the same process and introduce in other parts also. So in a phase changeover, the thing is that it will be taken gradually, means one, but in pilot changeover you will implement everything in one place, and let us say in one branch of the organization, and then if it's successful, you're going to apply to the all branches of the company. In phase changeover, you will take each module once, but here the area is changed. The branch or unit is being implemented with the new system, and then on successful implementation, it will be taken to the entire organization. And then comes the parallel changeover. This is the most secure method of implementation. What happens here, both the old and new system will be running parallelly, and then both are used. The output is compared, and if the new system satisfies or exceeds the criteria of the old system is stopped, and then from that point of time, new system will be used by the users. So these are the changeover strategies. Then comes what are the technical things or technical conversion activities that must be kept in mind before implementation. So when you're going for implementation, you must the system developer must ensure that these technical activities have been completed. What are the procedure conversion, file conversion, system conversion, and scheduling personnel and equipment. Procedure conversion is nothing but the operating procedure, means how the system must be utilized, must be explained to the user beforehand. So what are the inputs required, how will be the output, which function area is being affected, all this, how the operating procedure is to be followed, what to do, these all queries regarding how to use or how to operate the system must be briefed and explained to the user beforehand. Then comes file conversion. So now from the old system you go into new system, therefore the file structure may be different. So it can be offline filing or online file. You need to convert them so that it is suitable for the new system. This file conversion must be started a long back, because there may be a large amount of data that must be converted from old to new. So in this file conversion, the old data must be retained for some more time, so that you can compare the result generated by the new system with the old data, and on satisfaction you can delete the data, and you have to. And here we need to remember that the old data must be kept for some more time, so that the new system which generates the new data gets sufficient backup. Then comes system conversion. Now you have explained the operating procedure. You have explained, you have helped the user to convert the file from old to new. Now it comes conversion of system conversion. So what happens in system conversion? In system conversion, till now we have seen that the operating procedure has been informed to the user and the files have been converted. We know the reliability of system now. Now what happens is that in the system conversion, entire processing, the daily transactions are done in the new system. And from now every transaction will be passing to the new system itself, and then the old data and the old system is maintained for few more days in order to compare the result and then see the output generated by the new system. Then comes the last technical change which must be done are scheduling personnel and equipment. Means you're making the people ready for use the equipment and giving appropriate training and scheduling this job to the by the system manager will be very difficult, because it is not that easy to bring coordination of all the people who are being affected by the system, so that and give them proper training. So what does he do? He will schedule the training process for the equipment and then try to include those people who are first majorly affected. Then as the days progress and as the system will be used by the users, they will get habituated and it will be easy for them to undergo this scheduled training. And the system manager will schedule this training with the help of the in accordance with the team managers or say departmental heads. The system manager will schedule these trainings for the people in conjunction with the departmental heads, so that they can provide appropriate timing for this scheduling purpose, and and even the manager can give the sufficient computer time so the user can get equipped and get habituated to the new system. So this what all happens in the system implementation. Now let us see the last phase of system development life cycle, that is post implementation review and maintenance. In the last phase of system development lifecycle, there is post-implementation review and system maintenance. Let us see the stage in a very brief manner. So, what is this post-implementation review? A post-implementation review is generally conducted to see if we have achieved the project in a desired budget or desired time frame or not, and then is the user is satisfied with the system being developed, and is the system working properly as required by the user. So, in concern of these three things, we generally take the post-implementation review. And in it there are again three parts. One thing is development evaluation, operational evaluation and information evaluation. So development evaluation focuses on if the system has been developed within the time frame specified and within the budget given. Then operational evaluation deals with the operating and functional aspect of the system, and then information evaluation deals with if the information that is being generated by system is supporting decision making function or not. So this is regarding post implementation review. Then comes system maintenance. System which we maintain because of rapid technological changes and to various other environmental factors like government change, bringing any new law or some other requirement has popped up, the system should be evolving itself for meeting the management needs. Therefore, to make it ready in that stage, we are going to conduct the maintenance activity. So there are totally 6 kind of maintenance activities. What are they? Let us see them now. So system maintenance can be there are totally 6 methods of system maintenance. Acronym you can use is SCRAP. There are 2 P's. So again, scrap. If you don't maintain the system, it will be scrapped, right? So first thing is scheduled maintenance. Here this maintenance date is fixed and it is predefined, and on that day and at a particular time the maintenance process will be taken care. There exists scheduled maintenance, and then comes corrective maintenance, like you were able to detect some error in the system, or the user has reported a bug in the system like some deficiency which we were unable to trace it during the design and implementation phase. Therefore that which you have received that there is some problem or some error in the system is now being corrected for, so that it won't be repeated in the future. Then comes rescue maintenance. In rescue maintenance, the previously undetected any malfunction is now being rectified, so system will be on safer side. Then comes adaptive maintenance. The system will be maintained so that it can be adapted to the new and developed environment, or this adaptive request can come even from the even because of the environmental effects. And the environmental effect can be external, internal, like changing of the government laws or requirement of certain more extra input or report by the government or any other organization. So system must be capable of being generating that form of report, right? And internally also there's a change in management. The new people must need to understand itself, and the system must adopt for the new type of software or hardware which the new management may use. Therefore, adaptive maintenance guide for that. And then comes the P. P is preventive maintenance and perfective maintenance. And perfective. Perfective maintenance is nothing but you are trying to accommodate the new changes into the system beforehand and increases functionality. Therefore, you are before the need comes, you are incorporating those changes so that the system can be worked very efficiently in the future. Then comes preventive maintenance. In preventive maintenance, you are going to see the system is not being affected by any malfunction. It is focused on improving system maintainability, and preventive maintenance increases the operating capacity so that the system as it is being evolved in future days, it will be meeting the requirements of the management and the user. So these are the 5 different variety of maintenance. So scheduled maintenance, rescue maintenance, corrective maintenance, adaptive maintenance, and perfective maintenance, and preventive maintenance. So this will be completing the 8 phases of system development life cycle. So friends, we have successfully completed the 8 stages of system development life cycle. That is preliminary investigation, system requirement analysis, system design, system acquisition, system development, system testing, system implementation, and post-implementation review and system maintenance. So these are the 8 different phases of system development life cycle. This is a small concept regarding in this chapter, that is operating manuals. So what is operating manual? It is a booklet written by the programmer or the designer to make the user understand how to use the system. So operating manuals are given to the user so that he can understand and understand system and get to navigate the system and has its own and to solve the solutions at his level before approaching to the maintenance team. So then here, what are the contents? That's the contents of the operating system. Okay, what are the contents? First thing, we will have a cover page. So this will show what is this book all about. The second thing, we will be having a preface. Okay, cover page, a preface. Preface will show what are the documents, how to navigate into the system, what are the different sources have been used for compiling this operating manual. Then comes the index. It shows what are the topics covered, what are the page numbers in which they are covered. Then show a guide. At least for operating the main system, what should be the procedure will be given in the guide section. And then comes the FAQ section, like where to certain frequently asked questions, how to and what are the answers. And here it will have even a troubleshooting page. Means this troubleshooting page shows that if any way the user is stuck with system, what to do and how to do the minimum things so that the system can be functional. And then comes the contact details for further requirement or for any other queries, whom to contact, where to contact, and how to contact them. And the last one will be a glossary which will show the several reference part in the entire booklet. So this is regarding the operating manual. Operating manual is given and often written by the designer and the programmers or the system development team so that it can be a useful guide to the users for working with the system. So this is regarding operating manuals. And next, let us see in a brief manner what is the role of an auditor in the system development life cycle. So friends, we have completed the 8 stages of system development life cycle and we are at the end of chapter number 5. So in this this is a small understanding or overview of what is the role of an auditor in the system development life cycle. So the audit of systems is being done to ensure that the system is ensure and have opinion of the auditor that the system which has been developed and implemented is efficient, effective, and it is economical from the project management perspective. Then the auditor has to attend for understanding these things, if the system is efficient or not, or how the system has been developed. To get a good understanding of it, the auditor has to attend the project steering committee meeting and examine the project control, documentation, and conduct the interview. So he needs to attend those meetings so that he will understand what is the system being developed, how it is developed, and who are involved in development, what are the major milestones and control checkpoint does he need to verify, so that he can in his report give his report regarding the efficiency, effectiveness, and economy of the project. Then the auditor opinion will also be based on the degree to which the system will satisfy the control objectives, and also the system is useful for the user as intended by the user. So the auditor focuses on even not on a specific control but also general control objectives which will be affecting the system. An auditor may also adapt a rating system, so it has a scale of 1 to 10, so that he can give rating to various phases of SDLC. And if the auditor has some technical expertise or certification from on this technical aspect, then he can be useful guide to help the management in getting the system done in an appropriate way. Means he can guide the programmers in developing the system. Then the auditor will also will give consideration to the general control objective, right? So in the general control objectives, for getting an overall understanding, he will meet the program developers, designers, and including various technical experts to know about the system and its development, so that he can get some good understanding. So what all will he include in his control consideration? Means for the auditor to say that proper controls exist in the system which is developed, what points he will focus. First thing, he will see if the policy and documents have been properly documented or not, and then he will see the infrastructure and facilities which are available to the development team. Then is the IT people properly trained or not, and are there any appropriate approvals taken at required milestone when the project is being developed? Is there any separate testing environment available for the people? Then he will see the business owners, are they involved in testing and approving of the program. Then he will check what is the version control, what is the source code, and if there are any audit trails, how it has been previously conducted. And this is regarding the opinion. This is done in order to give proper opinion on a system which has been developed. Then comes we have seen the last stage of SDLC, post implementation review, right? So in the post implementation review, even the auditor participate to see whether the system which has been developed is meeting the needs and requirement of the users. So and he will focus that he will see that those shortfalls or short forms or lag which was in the old system, are they not repeated in the new system or not. So he will ensure that thing. And auditor, if he is able to determine the expected benefits of the new system and are they being realized or not, so he will even see what are the cost incurred, the benefit received, and are they realizable, and show that report to the management. And then in the post implementation review, auditors also review the SDLC phases. Once again, he goes through all the phases based upon the documentation also, and see if these phases have met the desired objective and whether any corrective actions still need to be performed. Then in order to understand the auditor's role in SDLC, few points which as a student or as a future auditor we need to keep in mind while checking the SDLC are: we need to first see if the policy is properly documented or not. Second, is the policy appropriately approved by the management or not. Then comes is the existence of such policy is being communicated to the user or not. Then policy means policy for the development of the system. And then review is the documented policy and procedures which have been prepared for the system which has been developed. There is a particular policy document, right? So he has to see if they are reviewed and updated accordingly in regular intervals of time. Then is the policy evaluated for its effectiveness and efficiency. Then he has to see if the proper feasibility studies has been conducted or not, how it is being conducted. Then the other part, he also needs to verify how the vendor proposal and acquisition standards have been followed or not. And then he need to identify and assign the roles of the people. He need to identify what are the roles and responsibilities given to different people in the system development project. Then system what are the testing environment developed for testing of the system. And then he needs to see how the testing has been conducted, are the testing results been documented or not. And he also must observe what does the system developers maintain proper adequate documentation such as preserving the test results or conducting the various stages for conducting the test. Everything has been properly documented or not, so that they can be be used in future reference or for obtaining the sign off from the user. Then he has to even see if the development activities are outsourced to any other organization, are they performing well. So why is the activity being outsourced, what is the objective of being outsourced, what is the cost incurred in outsourcing, and does the in-house structure in-house preparation structure lacks any has any shortfalls, because of which the system development process has been outsourced, and is the contract between the outsourced party and the outsourcing party both has been properly contract has been entered or not. So he will take care of that, and then he needs to see if the post implementation review has been carried or not, and is the progress measured at frequent intervals of time, and is the vendor performance also being measured to see how the support he is providing in his support. And the last thing which he needs to understand is that is the post implementation review results have proper documented or not. So by doing all these things, the auditor will play a very important role in guiding the management for the effective system development. So this is all about the system development life cycle, and the chapter 5 acquisition, development and implementation of system is now completed. Hope you have liked this video. I request you to kindly share this video to your friends so that they will be also have a quick revision of this chapter number 5, and please kindly subscribe to my channel if you are new to it, and provide me your motivation by giving a thumbs up for this video, and all the best for your preparation. Thank you.